Welcome back, dear participants. Our resource person has already joined. So we'll start off with this second session of today's FDP. The resource person for this session is Dr. K. Raghavendra Reddy. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for today's session, Mr. K. Raghavendra Reddy, an accomplished professional with over 14 years of diverse experience in the energy sector, particularly in renewable energy and solar power projects. Mr. K. Raghavendra Reddy holds a bachelor's degree in electronics and communication engineering and a master's degree in VLSI embedded systems, showcasing his strong technical foundation. Throughout his career, he has worked with leading organizations such as Suntech Energy Systems, Solar Town, and Radiant Solar, taking on progressive roles from technical engineer to head of projects. Currently, he serves as the head of projects at Energy Systems Private Limited, where he oversees end-to-end project execution with remarkable expertise and leadership. His contributions have been widely recognized with laurels including Best Employee of the Year award twice, Best Performance of the Year award thrice, and recently the Best Team Award from EQ magazine conferred by Surya Khan. Dr. Reddy has a proven track record in successfully managing large-scale solar and renewable energy projects. His insights into energy management, project execution, and team leadership make him a valuable resource person for today's session. In this session, he'll be sharing his expertise on hybrid renewable energy systems, and I'm sure his practical knowledge and real-world experiences will inspire and educate us all. Now I welcome Dr. K. Raghavendra Reddy, sir, to take over the session.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Kindly just share your window of the presentation. You are sharing your entire screen.
Yes, 1 minute, 1 minute. Just a minute.
Okay.
Mirror.
So just stop sharing your screen for a moment.
Yeah.
Now, when you try to present your screen,
Okay.
when you click on the present now,
Yes.
on the in the tab there are 3 columns above.
Yes. One is Chrome tab, window, and the entire screen.
Select the window.
Yeah, I'm selecting the same window.
In that, select only the PPT part, not the Google Meet.
I'm not able to see. 1 minute. Yeah, got it. 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Now it's yeah.
Now it's okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Can everyone can see this screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Now? Yeah. Yeah. Good evening to all. This is very this platform is very honored to me and giving this opportunity. And going it, yes, I want to present on the topic hybrid renewable energy resources. As Madam introduced me, my name is Raghavendra Reddy from Suntech Energy Systems Private Limited. I am the head of the projects for the C&I and domestic. So now I'm going to the topic hybrid renewable energy systems. So nowadays, the energy resources are very essential to our living means manpower, living sources for this. So energy is the most useful things in our day-to-day life. Without energy, we are not able to survive. We are in the earth. So like that, we are accommodated energy of utilization, like electricity for a multiple purpose in general, our general use. So, but to generate this energy or electrical power or electricity from this, we need a different sources. We are generating the electricity with the different sources. Mainly, previously, traditionally, we are used to generate electricity from fossil fuels, the non-renewable resources like fossil fuels and the thermal, all these things. But these resources are getting exhausted and getting limitations, and also which cause a lot of environmental pollutions. And so most of the now to avoid this, most of or we are interesting to go for renewable resources. Using the renewable resources, we need to generate energy power or electricity, and for the general users, whatever the energy we can extract from the renewable users, we have to make that availability of the renewable resources, and we have to create the energies. So this why we have to go for the renewable energy resources. The renewable resources are very economical friendly, which uh, avoids the pollution, and also which is we have means when we use, so it will be available throughout the life. So it will not be exhausted in a lifetime of span, in a span of life. So now in this, so what is the actually hybrid energy system? Hybrid energy system is an energy system that combines two or more resources to generate electricity or power for uninterrupted utilization. So like energy resources like renewable and non-renewable resources, fossil fuels and solar and wind energies. Mainly the energy resources are classified into non-renewable and renewable resources. The renewable resources are resources uh, which is replenished and which is not means which is available full life of span, such as the solar, wind, and geothermal, the biomass, and all. The mainly renewable energy system aims to produce sustainable and environmental friendly energy supply. Non-renewable energy systems. Non-renewable energy systems are energy systems that utilize non-renewable resources like coal, petrol, fossil fuels, oil, all these things, and produce energies. So
Excuse
which
me.
is So not we can call as a not a environmental friendly resources, and which we can see that rights of the figure when we go for the renewable energy system, our earth will be green and the means eco-friendly. And if you see the downside, if you use the non-renewable resources, the earth will become the like a means our life will be it will become a very tough, and it is very difficult to survive with the different pollutions. These
Excuse
are
me.
the yes,
Sir, have you started sharing the slides?
yes.
No, we were able to see just only the first slide, the introduction one.
One. Oh, is it? Oh,
The slides are not getting.
sorry.
Yeah, now we got.
Okay, I made a slideshow, but the slideshow is not coming.
No, sir. Now we have got the next introduction slide.
Yes.
Bottom is there.
Oh, sorry, all these slides missed. Huh? Yeah. Can I continue from starting, or you want me to continue from this?
You can continue, sir. No issues.
Yeah, renewable resources. We can see the type of renewable resources, different types of renewable resources: wind energy, hydropower energy, solar energy, and geothermal energies. And non-renewable resources: oils and coal, nuclear, and natural gases. The types of renewable energy resources: hydroelectric energy resources, or we can also call it as hydropower. It is the most widely used power resources, which is used to generate the energy with the water flow. The use of gravity potential elevated from the water flowing through the dam is rotate the turbine of the hydraulic turbine, and which coupled with the generator. The generator will generate the electrical power. This flow of water will create the hydraulic turbine to rotate, and which is connected to the generator. The generator will generate the energy. This is using the water resources. This generation will be takes place the power generation. The main advantage of this is the lower operation cost and less maintenance is there. So this again, the whatever the water is there, that can be utilized for the irrigation or water for supply of water to agriculture, irrigation, and whatever the other utilization of water we can utilize. And by building these dams, we can also avoid the flood control. So regular plenty flow of water we can control by constructing the dam, and that same dam can be used for the generation of electricity with the hybrid hydroelectricity power. So mainly the disadvantages is the the infrastructure for the building and making this dams construction and construction of hydraulic turbines, and this will be very expensive compared to the other resources. The main application of this hydro power is for generation of electricity. The next, wind energy. Wind energy is the second most wide technology used to generate the electrical power in the world. So this is used to the flow of wind will spin the turbine's wings, and which is connected to the generator, and then generator will be generating the energy. So this flow of wind to the, we can call the wind energy to the electrical energy conversion. So this is a renewable resource. So the main advantage of this is so we can means it is a we can utilize a lesser land for a installation of these wind turbines. And even though the wind turbines of the installation land will get the rent and rent for the land and utilization of for the wind turbines. So as for landowners or farmers will get affected, benefited with these things. And even they can also make the farming excluding that areas. So which is not affect the lands. The disadvantages is like when they rotate in the wind, the wildlife and birds, whatever the birds are there, that may get the affected or that may get spoiled due to the rotation of the turbine and all. And also the disadvantage is the wind, whatever the wind flow is not consistent. So it is sometimes the wind flow will be less, sometimes it will the more, and so due to this, the generation power is not a unique. So wherever the application of this electrical power generation, and next pumping groundwater by using the windmills. Windmills will be connected to the motors from the push the water from the ground. Next source is the solar energy. Solar energy is generated from the solar power panels, so which is also called photovoltaic panels. The photovoltaic cell is made up of silicon cell that convert the sunlight energy into electrical energy. So the electrical energy can be utilized for the charging the batteries or for the utilization of domestic utilization, and the using the inverter resources. We can also use for the higher voltage level, like for the transmission of industries, etc. This is mainly we can call it as the solar power is the most utilization of third resource in the world, which is reduced the what is advantageous is that which is the reduce the household electricity or industrial electricity bills even to the zero level, and easier to install, and which controls the carbon dioxide emissions and all. The disadvantage is the cost of the installation little bit more. And the second thing is whenever the cloudy generation, cloudiness is there, that time the generation will be lesser, not expected level. So mainly the application of this is to generate the electrical power, and also we can see that using the thermal solar, we can also use the cookers to cook the food. There is a solar cookers which uses to cook the food, and even the fields we can run the direct motors, electrical motors directly with the solar. Whenever the sunny day is there, that time we can run the solar. Next is the biomass. The biomass energy is which we can produce by using the burning burning the biomass substances like animal waste, plant wastes, and burning the woods under the ground for the making and like a cow dung also we can use the for make biomass energy. So this main advantage is that bigger this resources is biggerly available in our nature. Even in our day-to-day life, we are vegetable waste, garbages, all these things are available, plentifully available that we can use for the biomass. The disadvantage is during the biomass we will using this burning of the wood or burning of the this wastage, it will lead to atmospheric pollutions, and this is the main advantages for biomass. This biomass applications are production of biodiesels and alcohols, and even for electricity and generating heat. Geothermal. The geothermal energy is generated from the earth. So the heat captured by pumping the water in the depth of the earth. So the water is evaporated with the earth heat. The evaporation from the evaporation, the wind due to the evaporation, the wind turbines get rotated, and that will be uh, connected to the generator, which generates the electricity. But the water, this the geothermal is required to drill the more depth to get the higher heat and the earth. So this is a disadvantage. There is we need to use the model drilling technology to limit the uh, uh, means continuous drilling of these things. The earth will get affected, and whatever the earthquakes we are nowadays we are affecting, this may cause to earthquakes and all. So main application of this is electricity generation. Next is hydrofuel generation. The hydrogen gives a more heat compared to the carbons. Therefore, the hydrogens are used for the fuels in the like automobiles and general things. So this hydrogen, the advantage of this more is that more efficient than compared to all other resources. The disadvantage is this is a very expensive, and this hydrogen fuel is highly inflammable and explosive. The storing and carrying of these hydrogen fuels are very difficult. So this utilization is means using this, it is difficult to generate the means we can suggest using of this is a very difficult for generation of electricity or energies. The next is the ocean energy, or also we called a ocean tidal energy. When the in the oceans, the tidal when we the waves will be generating when the waves are there. When the waves are created in the means oceans, the turbines will rotate with the waviness of the water, and that connected to the generator. This will generate the electricity from this. The advantage of this is lower operation cost. Just we need to install on the water, then there is no need of that general operations and all. It is just for install and forgot to process. But disadvantage is the machinery and equipment is required more larger number of machineries and is required. So the power generation we uh, need to reach the specific generation means we need to install the more number of machines to get the proper generation. So to our all these things are renewable resources. So which is due to be so energy for the generation of energy resources. This this now we are coming to the topic. Main topic is hybrid energy resources. Sorry, energy system. The hybrid renewable energy systems. What are the now we discuss the renewable resources. The utilization of two or more renewable resources for the energy generation is called a hybrid energy system. The hybrid renewable energy system is combination of multiple energy renewable resources and to produce constant and reliable power resource. This is the basic principle of this renewable hybrid renewable resources is to combine the multiple sources without associating limitations. Limitations. Some system is having some limitations. Some renewable system is having some limitations. Like suppose solar is having the only nighttime limitations. Nighttime it not be producing any power. It is a zero power. And wind turbines. Wind turbines. Whenever the high wind pressure is there, that time only it will generate the more power, and the wind power is not there, then the generation from the wind turbines is zero. So to resolve all these things, the best idea is for the going for a hybrid system. So using the renewable systems, making the hybrid is called a hybrid renewable resources. The examples for the solar and wind, and solar and hydropower, hydropower and wind, solar, thermal, and biomass. These are the four examples, and for the hybrid renewable energy systems. So we can see the hybrid renewable resources like solar, wind, uh, hydrogen power are combinedly used to make a hybrid system and to generate the power for the necessary needs. Now we can go for the solar energy plus wind energy. The hybrid renewable energy with the solar and wind. The wind solar energy systems make a combination of PV voltaic, means solar panels with the wind turbines to produce electricity. This integrates the extremity efficiency and beneficial. This integration is very extremity. So as we discussed in the worldwide, the second most we using the renewable resources is the wind, and third most using the renewable resources is the solar. So combination of these two renewable resources will give the better benefits for unstoppable energy and utilization of maximum energy for the necessaries. Since it allows the energy production in various times and day and in various weather conditions, and production of maximum overall energy output. Like the wind is there is anywhere we can install the wind turbines. Like there is no limit to so installation of wind turbines, and even the solar also anywhere wherever the sun is there we can generate a solar energy, and wherever we can get the wind we can generate the solar energy. Just 1 minute. Sorry for inconvenience. Yeah, solar and wind energy. So this combination of this combining of two renewable energy systems is a very useful, and the solar panels use the lighting use the power during the day, and the wind turbines use the wind energy during the night. So even whenever suppose the solar is installed, then that person or that company or that system is required the night power, then there is no use of installation of solar. If we combine the wind and solar, then the wind also will generate the night time. During the night time, they can utilize that energy from the turbines, which is generated from the wind. So this hybrid solar and hybrid energy system help industrial use energy smarter by adjusting the local weather and environments. So this is a one single schematic, simple schematic drawing how the wind and solar power will work, and even along with that biomass this energy sources also is there. Just I will explain this schematic. The The wind turbine will generate the energy, and this inverter. Suppose if there is a two types of wind turbine, there is a AC wind turbine and DC wind turbine also is available using the DC generators and AC generators. So whenever if it is a DC generator, wind will be used inverter, and that converts into AC source. Parallelly, the the solar energy resources also will generate the DC, and when it comes to the inverter, the DC is converted to the AC, and it is connected to the control panel. Even from the biomass, the generator will generate the AC generation, and it is connected to the control panel. All these resources are used parallelly. Means there is no like that. If it is required, if it is power is exceeded, that can be utilized for any other. Or if we want to stop the resources, we can also stop the resources if it is power is exceeded or more than the necessary. Then from the control panel, it is going to the batteries. So why I use the batteries is, it means suppose the generation is the more, then that batteries will be get stored, and whenever these resources are not available for the utilization, the battery bank will support to back up the power for the utilization uses. So this is another schematic drawing which represent the solar and wind. So now, as I explained, why we have to go for the hybrid energy resources. What is the reason for developing a hybrid energy resources? Why can't we use a single resources? Why can't we have to go for hybrid, multiple inverters combining the multiple renewable energies in a single place or single system? So hybrid renewable systems can we activate the intermittent problem of individual renewable resources and can improve the overall reliability and stability of the energy production. The main is that the energy reliability and stability is the main requirement for the energy resources, energy equipments. There should be a stable energy production and there should be a reliable energy production. So these hybrid renewable energy system will produce reliable and stable energy production with this hybrid system. Means, and for example, the combination of solar and wind, where the solar systems reaches the peak output during the day, and the wind energy can utilize the weather when the solar energy supplies is reduced. The solar, if you come to the solar generation in the morning time, it will be lesser. The graph will be, it is like a parabola. When the morning times, it will be, even we install the more capacity also, the morning times it will be lesser generation. As soon as it is reaching the time, if it is a sunny day, is getting by afternoon it will reaches the maximum generation, and again maximum generation too, it will come down by evening. So whenever the maximum requirement is there in the morning and evenings, using the single resources is difficult to reach the and require necessity. So we will use another alternative for combining renewable resources. This will this will useful to get the stable energy utilization of for the energy resources. Moreover, the hybrid renewable energy systems are often combined with energy storage systems. So not with the single, if we combine with the energy storage systems, whatever the energy production is exceeded, that is stored in the battery systems, and which give back and give a backup whenever there is no energies from these resources. As per this connectivity, these hybrid renewable resources energy systems are classified into three categories. One is grid connected, off grid, and microgrid. grid connected system. The hybrid renewable systems are directly connected to a centralized grid. Centralized grid means whatever the electricity, now whatever the departmental electricity will come, there we can connect directly to the central grid. The main advantage of this central connected system is that the easier to implement and take advantages of existing grid infrastructure. Using this existing grid infrastructure or departmental grid means the electrical power, the electrical utilization of the electricity from the departments, whatever we are getting, that is uh, department power, that we will utilize and take a reference, and this on-grid system just they will take the reference to generate the electricity, and they will generate the power and push to the electricity department or electricity divisions. So it is just a simple method. It is just easy to connect for the utilization. There is no like a major expensive to compare to the all other connecting systems. So like here we can see this one small picture. So wind turbine, wind inverter, and solar panels, solar inverter, and that will be connected to controller or combiner, and from there it is connected to the directly grid. So there is the energy meter or electricity meter, a departmental will there, which is a smarter meter, which we call as a bidirectional meter, which shows the whatever the which reads the energy from one both the directions, the positive direction or negative direction. So it shows the, we can also call as a net meter. So whatever the generation is happening from the solar renewable resources like a solar, wind, or any other resources, it will be recorded when it will go through the departmental grid or grid, we can say grid. And when we take the energy, if electricity from the grid, and it will record the whatever the energy units, how much we are consumed from the grid. So this net will be calculated for the billing of the electricity. Next is the off-grid system. This is also called as a standalone system. Standalone system means without any external reference, the energy will be generated and stored, utilized. These systems operate independently. There is a no depend upon the grid. So this system can be used anywhere, remote areas, or somewhere we can anywhere we can use this system for the utilization of power. These are off-grid hybrid renewable system. It typically required energy storage systems to store the power and can provide the energy independence when the renewable energy systems are not generating the power. So this system mainly utilize the batteries. Whenever the generation is there, even from the wind or from the solar, the generated electricity will be stored in the batteries. And whenever the required, the energy is required for the resources or for the utilization, that time the energy will be drawn from the batteries. If solar will charge the batteries in the sunny days, and wind turbine even days and even night. So it depends upon the air flows. When the wind is there, that time it will produce the energy and it will charge the batteries for the utilization. Next is a microgrid. Microgrid is a combination of grid connection and off-grid system. Grid connection and off-grid system. In microgrid, even we can see, so in the full village we can connect with renewable resources with a microgrid technology. So here the storage and storage devices also will be there, and grid support also will be there. So microgrid systems are between the grid connected and off-grid systems. This system can be operated independently or using the batteries. This combination of multiple types of renewable resources and energy storage, the microgrid systems are highly flexible and can provide a realistic event. When the grid failure also, it will support. It it is called a uninterrupted power we can supply with using the microgrid system. Even we can light up a small villages, remote area villages with this microgrid technologies. So now, what is the benefits? What is the benefits of hybrid renewable energy resources? The main benefit is the increasing energy efficiency. So if you use single means individual renewable resources, there is a less efficiency of energy production. If you use this combination of hybrid energy resources, then it will give the more efficiency. And you means using the lesser area, we can get the more output from the little means smaller area. So then we can get the more efficiency to compare to the individual resources. Improving the reliability. The hybrid system can provide the stable energy supply even when one source is not available. So in hybrid systems, there is a multiple energy systems, so which is connected. So if it is one energy system is not available or which is not producing the energy, definitely another system will utilize for the energy generation. This is useful for improving the reliability of the reliability. Reduce the cost. So reduce the cost for installation or making the initial investment for the establish this renewable energy resources. For individual, it will cost uh, more compared to the hybrid renewable energy systems. In a hybrid renewable energy systems, so for cost reduction, we can use the same space for the both means uh, multiple resources. In a single location, we can use the multiple resources, even for the maintenance or even for the manpower. Uh, so it is a single place we have multiple resources. Then with the maintenance of the this cost will be reduced. Next is the environmental benefits. Hybrid system can reduce the greenhouse gas emissions and promote the sustainable development. It will reduce the environmental benefit. So reduce the means more utilization of hybrid renewable resources. There can be reduced greenhouse gases emission and flexibility. Hybrid renewable energy resources can be designed to meet the specific energy needs and can be easily integrated with the existing energy infrastructure. So these hybrid energy resources can be established anywhere or can be connected with any resources to generate the power. Applications of renewable energy resources. Rural electrification. This, as we discussed earlier, in the remote areas, even nowadays, there are some villages which don't have, there is no provision to make a transmission lines for the electricity. There we are using the solar energy systems and wind turbines, like a battery turbine, battery systems, like making a uh, uh, microgrid, and their government is producing the um, electrical power for those villages where there is no provision to transmission power uh, from the generation point to the villages. In the this is a situation where we can use this renewable energy systems to electrify that like that villages. So Iceland communication. So whenever this Iceland, which is a means not link up with the existing lands and all, there we can use the hybrid renewable resources. Then so we can make their energy make use of electricity, and we can communicate with the Icelands. Industrial applications. Nowadays, the every industries needs a power for the generation of all they make the production and to make the finishing goods to meet this domestic demand. So we are using even non-renewable resources, renewable resources. But this using the hybrid renewable resources is a very uh, good thing to go with the hybrid renewable energy to give the uninterrupted power. So whenever the is industrial power is converting the people are converting the hybrid renewable resources, that time the pollution of the maximum pollution is controlled, and this will give the clean and renewable reliable energy for the industries. Residential applications. Providing energy efficiency and sustainable energy resources for the homes. So even the wind turbines also nowadays we are getting the smaller in size. Even we can generate with using the 1 kilowatt and 2 kilowatt wind turbines, and the solar system with a 2 or 3 kilowatt wind turbines. So like that, if you install two or three combination of these resources, so we can so no need to depend on a grid, so departmental grid. We can only means standalone system. We can generate and we can produce electricity from our own. So these are different energy technologies and benefits and applications. Wind and solar hybrid, continuous power and better land uses, electrification of rural areas and villages, biomass, utilization of organic waste and supports the circulation of economy. So whatever the organic waste, vegetable garbages, all this organic waste will be utilized for the generation of biomass energy and supposed to circulate the economy and heating and electricity and biofuel productions. These are the applications. Hydrogen energy. Hydrogen energy contains the zero emission fuel. Uh, the energy method it is used for which we
Raghavendra sir, are you there in the meeting? Okay. Sir, please,
Got disconnected.
share your
Got
screen as well.
disconnected. Yeah.
Your PPT.
Yeah. Can you see my PPT now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. From just can you tell me from where I missed that? So
So you can continue it from here, sir. No issue. It was just a couple of minutes.
this Indian commitments for the hybrid system is
Yes, sir. From here you can.
yeah. So nowadays India is committing to the utilization of renewable resources. India is heading most of renewable resources utilization. So in utilization, India is a leading country, has a fourth ranked worldwide usage of renewable energy systems. This is confirmed by the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA. This IRENA is highlighted that India is the fourth country using the renewable energies to generate the uh, uh, electrical power or energy resource. So India is just means within the span of 5 years, it added up 65 gigawatts of renewable energies, which is a combination of both the hybrid and individual resources. So which we can with this how the India is going at with utilization of renewable energy resources using hybrid systems or individuals. So recently, India also made a 5 commitments with the COP26. This COP26 is the one summit, international summit, which is working for the environmental protection and for the international. This is a so in that summit, the India is committed 5 commitments. One is the achievement of target of net zero emission by uh, 2070. So increasing the hydrogen utilization of hydrogen energy and the combination of with another solar energies, so which we can generate the net zero emission. This can be achieved by utilization of these combinations, bringing non-fuel energy capacity to installation or execution of 500 gigawatts of renewable energy systems by 2030, bringing it to economical carbon insourcing down to 45% by 2030. That means the reducing the utilization of fossil fuel utilization 45% is reducing the 45% by 2030, fulfilling 50% of Indian energy equipment through the renewable resources by 2030. So whatever the utilization of energy in our country will be run, 50% of the energy, 50% or more energy will be run using the renewable resources. By doing this, India is highlighting the focus on making the hybrid energy systems as a key energy sources. We can conclude that. So the conclusion of this session is that the hybrid renewable energy systems are very important to the world and individual country journey. So towards the clean energy, to get the clean energy. This energy shows the remarkable progress in technology, capacity, integration. With this high target and amazing policies, India is making a use of these resources to achieve a sustainability goal. There is a lot of policies involved, means brought our country. We can say proudly that we brought up many policies for a utilization of renewable and hybrid renewable resources. This is a very means achievement of our country for the sustainable towards the sustainable goals. With the growth of investment and regional collaboration of rural and solar and wind energies as the growth is strong, the solar and wind energies are not a convenient anymore. They are needed now. So now we can tell as the hybrid renewable energies is not convenient. Now in future they are going to be needed. Means like that how now we are using the cell phones is is our one of the regular it is a equipment. Like that in future all the hybrid renewable resources are the main resources we will consume for our general needs of energies. Hybrid energy systems has a great promises for the future, and in combination of energy storage technologies that can be greatly reduce the combination of fossil energies to cope up with the harsh climate impacts. So the hybrid renewable energy systems has a means better future. But if it is combined with the storage systems, then it will again a very utilization. So this will raise the climate impacts. So whatever the climate pollutions all this will be reduced properly. So this with this section, this is concluded. So there is some frequent asked questions. So can I go ahead with these questions?
No, sir. Right now, not required.
Okay. So any queries? Any queries from the participants?
Dear participants, if anyone happen to have any questions, you can ask the resource person. So we'll take it as new questions. So as we conclude this incredibly insightful session on hybrid renewable energy systems, it is my honor to propose the vote of thanks to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Raghavendra Reddy. On behalf of Maulana Azad National Urdu University, the organizing committee of this FDP and all the participants, I extend our deepest gratitude to you, sir, for sharing your extensive knowledge and real-world experience with us. Your session was truly enlightening, providing a comprehensive understanding of hybrid renewable energy systems and the important role in achieving sustainable and efficient energy solutions. Your practical insights drawn from over 14 years of hands-on experience in the renewable energy sector and your leadership in managing large-scale projects have inspired us all. We are thankful for your time and effort in joining us and for delivering such an engaging and thought-provoking session. Your contributions to the field and your dedication to advancing renewable energy solutions are truly commendable. Once again, thank you, Raghavendra Reddy sir, for your invaluable contributions. And we look forward to learning more from you in the future. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all the team who is given this opportunity for me, and mainly on renewable resources. It is a very good opportunity for me. So I express my sincere gratitude to all the this members involved for giving this opportunity. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for the participants who is involved for this session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
No,
ma'am.
thank you. Welcome, sir. Thank you all participants for your patient listening. Now, please kindly